Okay, so it's Saturday, September the 15th. I actually recommend stopping the video and going back to They Claim the Barn. It was a video I made on Thursday to kind of get the backstory on this the video I'm making right now. So stop this video and watch They Claim the Barn before you watch this video if you have not already seen the They Claim the Barn video that I posted on Thursday. Anyway, I'm going to be removing, it's a German yellow jacket nest that's above the doorway. We believe it's behind some spray foam insulation. And there's a horse farm, so they do work. They have to use that door and go in and out. They've just gotten more abundant. They're at their peak. September, October, these yellow jackets are at their full size. So they're at their peak size. They're producing queens, so they're more aggressive now because they got to defend the queen brood. And then there's a ground nest, yellow-haired downy nest that I'm going to be removing also, and then a bird feeder nest. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that, if I move it or just let it go or whatever. And then the nest on the wall, they're actually just going to let them go because they have some tenants that live up on the second and third level of the barn, and they haven't really been an issue. So, and plus those nests aren't accessible. It's like 18 inches of cement and stone that they're within, so not really possible to get rid of those nests. So that's what I'll be doing today. What else? So I guess I've had some people email me about how I got into this, and so basically I'm just kind of interested in it. It's a second job. It's not my full-time job. I just kind of do it when I can, and my business is really taking off. So anybody that really is thinking of starting a business, just go for it. Take a risk. And for me, like I said, I already have another full-time job. I work in the education field. So I have full benefits and all that, and salary, so I can kind of afford to do this on the evenings and weekends, so I can make the whatever sacrifice it is of time or whatnot. I guess I get business now through word of mouth and through advertising. I get a lot of referrals. People like your work, they recommend it to their friends and neighbors, so it's always good. And then, of course, I have a website and a Yelp page. I'm on Nextdoor, so you're going to want to spend the money. It could be $1,000 for a website. I think I spent $760 on mine, and then it's $125 a year to renew the hosting and domain. So it just depends on the webmaster you go through. I had it professionally done. I didn't do Wix or any of that stuff just because I wanted to have it search engine optimized and make sure I'm being seen and on the first page of Google for major searches in my region. And it's been working out pretty well. And then Yelp, of course, is regional as well as Nextdoor. I think I'm in like 76 different neighborhoods as of right now, and I've had 17 recommendations or thumbs up or whatever. So I guess the more thumbs up you get, the better your business looks and all that. And I'm LLC. It's the company's LLC, Wasp Expert LLC. If I ever got sued, the shit hits the fan. Excuse the language, but. My business could go down, but my personal stuff, my car, my home, any personal belongings they can't touch. And you also want to have health insurance through my employer, and also business insurance, which I don't have right now, but I'd recommend it. It's like $330 a year or something, but you have to be, at least in Pennsylvania, you have to be LLC. So the prerequisite, you have to get the LLC. You got to go through a lawyer to become LLC. And I did a removal for a lawyer last September. Actually, it's been about a year now. And she actually, I think it was like $575, which is normally it's like over $1,000 to be LLC. But I did the nest removal and like my work, so she's like, hey, I'll just give you a big discount and make your business LLC. And LLC is only good in the state that you work in, and I'm only, so if I took a job in Delaware, it wouldn't matter. I got sued, I could lose everything. So definitely get legal coverage, business insurance, advertising, so, and then equipment, of course a bee suit, that's my number one line, and good pair of gloves and work boots. So that's pretty much it. Because I got a bunch of emails over the summer about people from all over the state, a guy from Tennessee, somebody out in Washington, someone up in the Erie, Pennsylvania area, and also like my area. That's another thing I wanted to mention. I can charge $150, even sometimes $300. I think I made $300 on one job. That was the most I ever made on a job. But that's what the market goes for. I mean, I live in the greater Philadelphia area, so people are willing to pay at least $125, $150 for a nest removal, and it only goes up from there. So that's what the market kind of dictates, you know, you live out in, you know, the central Tennessee or something, you know, you might only be able to make, you know, $50, $60 on a removal. I don't know what the market is, but so it just depends. And you have to live in an area, there's lots of yellow jackets around where I live, and you know, I just kind of always found him interesting and kind of observed him, you know, maybe since I was like 7 years old, looking at him. So the paper wasp, I started out with paper wasp, and then kind of I got into yellow jackets later on when at my parents' house we had a nest. It's like a Germanica nest up in the floor, between the floor and the ceiling. They were going to eat through. They never did, but we had a whole bunch of them in the house, so that's kind of what sparked my interest in the yellow jackets. But before then, it was just the umbrella wasps. They build like the open comb nest. You know, they're brown or sometimes yellow depending on the species, but that was initially what I was interested in for the first several years, and then later on, like, I got interested in like the yellow jackets. So yeah, I'm just going out to this horse farm now. So turn the camera back on when I get there. So hopefully this video was helpful to some people. And I really only started doing these YouTube videos for people on Venomlist. It was a site called venomlist.com. I actually joined that site back in 2007, I think, and I would make videos on YouTube and post them for the people there. And I didn't really get many views on YouTube anyway. It was just the people on Venomlist that would comment. So really that's kind of why I even made videos in the first place. But then for some reason, which is great, you know, I got a video that has over 16 million views. You know, I'm impressed. I'm like, how the heck does a guy doing a vacuum in a hornet's nest make that much or make that many views? But I mean, that's what I got to, and you know, I'm very grateful for that, and I think it's awesome. So that's kind of why I'm making more videos now for YouTube, to kind of get the market for people that are interested in watching them. It is later in the year, and by September, you know, I am kind of getting, it does kind of wear on you after a while. You know, you get busy doing this, and nests are the full size now, or getting to be full size. So I'm not doing quite as many. I've made, I don't get into how much I make, but I've done probably about 60 jobs this year, and like I said, I make at least 125 on a job, so you get an idea. I don't know if I've done 60 jobs, but it feels like I've done about that many. And, you know, I film about, you know, 10-15% of the jobs I do when I can, but I don't know how this video is going to turn out, because it might be kind of awkward to film like while I'm doing the removal, because I got to cut out some foam insulation and the nest in the ground. It just depends, but I'll do my best. And so we're getting there. It's kind of, like I said, it's a horse farm. There's a bunch of horse farms out in this area. Just past Glenmore, PA. So, all right, see you when I get there. So the plan is to put this nest in a Tupperware container. Already bouncing off of me. I'm not suited yet. Here I am. See the outer envelope? Coming in at different angles and stuff. It's all one nest then. Could be a pretty big one. So the lighting might be bad because, of course, I'm working in this barn. Alright, so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because, well, like I said, I'm on a ladder. I'm going to be using this tool to cut open this foam stuff, so I don't really have anywhere to set the GoPro. So if it stays here, all the better. Maybe you get to see someone sitting on this pipe here. It's the best I can do. So I get for you what I get for you. This goes right in. Nothing yet. Never know how extensive it is until you get it out. Yeah, I'm Superman in this suit. If I wasn't in the suit, I wouldn't be doing this. It's not just like drywall where I can cut it out in pieces. It's all stuck to the wooden stuff pretty well. And yeah, I am nervous doing this because if I knock the whole damn nest down, I'm gonna have thousands of them on me. I'm in a suit, but still. Here's my progress. You can see the nest. And that stuff is a bitch to cut through. It's spray foam insulation. There's something swarming out, but it's inevitable. It is what it is, and the customer actually wants to save this nest. We're gonna put it in that Tupperware box and put it out in the woods under some trees so it'll be protected from the rain. So that's the plan, at least. Someone coming at my face, or you could throw my veil, attacking the flashlight. So it's just a matter of I gotta cut away this foam stuff and then extract the nest. They look like queen cells right there. Or I could be wrong, I don't know. I don't know how far back it goes, that's the thing. Still got all this stuff to cut out, but just thought I'd give you a little update, and it's impossible to film and do the work at the same time, but beautiful gray paper of Vespula germanica, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And this species is not the most aggressive. I mean, they're still aggressive. They're still yellow jackets, and they can still be bitches, but they're not as aggressive as the eastern yellow jacket or the southern yellow jacket, but they are a more aggressive scavenging species. They're the ones that you're going to see most at your soda and your hot dog at a game. Very more aggressive scavenger. All right. See you soon. Somebody must have had some Milwaukee's Best they can forage on. They were drinking because they're unleashing that beast. Still can't get it out. It must go pretty far back. I will be getting paid well for this one, that is for sure. No stings yet. They're really pinging off of me though. And fans going. I need that air in this suit. I need balls in this suit. Alright, I got most of it out. Freaking flashlight. Crap out as soon as I start filming. What the hell? Alright, so I guess that's pretty much it. Got it out. They chewed through all that insulation stuff. Thought it maybe went this way, but it went the other way, so that's what we're dealing with. It's a cavity, a few more of them in there. Some returning too, but I'll fog in there and take care of them. Too bad, but you know, it's just what had to be done. There's a nest on the ground. Got what I got out. So it's a Polistes diminulus on the left, and that small German yellow jacket nest on the right. Should I come back after dark and get this one? 2 for 1. Busy little nest. Both are busy. The German girls hanging out. All workers. No food source, not gathering wood. I don't know what they're doing. Lothar Lenz, this is for you. Hope I'm pronouncing that name right. This is a German guy that does some wasp videos, mostly German yellow jackets and some crab or European hornet. Haven't seen the European hornet at all this year. The German yellow jacket was going after a fly, just on the top of there. Wasn't on the camera view though. I'm not sure what they're doing, but Lothar, this is for you. I encourage anyone to check out his channel. Excellent photos and videos of the yellow jackets. My hand there. Yeah, not too worried about me. They don't have a nest to defend, so they shouldn't be too aggressive. Just move slow, and that's the trick. All right, here's the downy nest. Oh. Yeah, this species, I think they're more aggressive than German yellow jackets, and safe in my armor so far. Alright, I gotta get to work here. I set the camera. Where can I set it? Let's see. Start vacuuming. Big nest too. No stings yet. Hopefully it stays that way. Gonna try to save this one, but there's just too many workers. Got to draw the numbers down some and then box it and relocate them. I think I get the vacuum angle, adjust the camera. Try to make these entertaining. Alright, so the nest came up pretty easily. I just pretty much lifted it up out of the cavity. Yeah, you gotta be a little crazy to do this, curious and crazy. But here's the nest. Tan paper. Got some queen cells. So I'll relocate this one, let them hatch out, try to save them. I feel bad killing all the nests, so this nest will hopefully be saved. At least they'll be able to hatch out.